Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Average Joe Dividends YouTube channel. Happy Monday. If you've been following this journey, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe so that you do not miss future videos. Also, please click the like button to help grow this channel and get the word out on dividend growth and investing. Getting paid just for owning stocks. This is what dividend investing is all about. This is my weekly buy video, and my current strategy is to deposit $100 my own money per week and let the portfolio do the heavy lifting for me going forward. All dividends received will be reinvested back into the stock from which it was received. My goal is to put this money to work for me in the long term to build a growing and reliable income stream. I'm a long-term buy and hold investor who focuses primarily on individual blue chip stocks as well as ETFs and CEFs. What we're looking at right now is my M1 taxable stock brokerage account. We can see right here the balance is at $208,865.76. Let's just take a look at the performance here. We'll go back from 1 year. We can see we're up 7.7%. We'll go year to date, up 6%. Over the quarter, almost 6% there too. Last month, just slightly down, and then over the last week, that's where we've seen kind of a drop. I think this portfolio has been as high as 214, almost touching 215, but we're back down below the 210s here. And what I'm going to do next is we're going to jump into the activity log, because this is my weekly buy video, like I said, and we're going to see what that $100 went to. So I will go into the activity log, and we can see here, let's see my deposit here that went in this morning, the $100, and then there was an extra penny it picked up for the buy, so there's $100.01. We'll take a look, and I bought more BST. I bought $100.01 worth of BST. And if you want to learn a little bit more about BST, I've done a video on that. I currently earn over $600 with BST every month, and it looks like it's going to be even more. I'm going to click on this buy, and we can see here's the share price. I bought 3 additional shares, and right now BST is paying 25 cents per share per month, so it's a monthly payer. So in essence, this will give me 75 cents more income every single month by buying these 3 additional shares. I'm going to click on done here. I'm going to show you that real quick, and I'm going to click on a Google Doc spreadsheet. This shows all the positions that are in my M1 dividend portfolio. You can scroll down here, and right now I've got 69 positions in here. They're all color coded. I've got a color code key here, and I'm not going to really get into that today. This is mostly to show the effect of that $100, what it did to my dividend income, since we already went over what I bought. And we can see BST is scheduled to pay me on August 30th, so it's going to be my last pair. And right now it's scheduled to pay $365.74, and I believe we're past the ex-dividend date. So even though I bought 3 more shares, it's going to be at the end of September when this actually takes effect. And you can see here I've got the dividend per month, and the blue, the companies I have here in blue, these are my monthly payers. You can see there's 3 of them: Agree Realty, Realty Income, and BST. So the 3 shares by 25 cents is going to add an additional 75 cents to that. But I'll show you how this sheet works. And what I'm going to do is going to grab some data from M1, and what it's going to do is it's going to, of course, it's going to update. It's going to add 3 shares to my BST position, but it's also going to update my monthly cash flow average. Of course, it's quarterly and yearly will be affected as well. It's going to add approximately 75 cents. It's easy to do the math with this one because it bought 1 position, and it was almost an even 3 shares. So I'm betting it's going to be at 75 cents, but we'll see in the calculations here. And so I'm going to bounce back over to M1. I'm going to go to my holdings tab, and if you have an M1 account with a lot of different positions, you can use my sheet, and I'll show you how I do this here really quickly. And that's, I go to the holdings tab, I start the name column, and I grab all of my positions and I'm going to copy them. And this is sorted from largest position to smallest. You can see Kellogg's is my smallest position, and SCHD was my largest position. So we got a copy there. And what I do is I go to an M1 tab, and all this does is it's going to pull the shares and the cost basis for every position, but really it's only going to change BST because that's the only thing that changed. I'm going to pay special values only. It's going to think about it for a second. It's going to update it. You can see BST is my second largest position here. It's going to add 3 more shares to that. And so that is done. Let's go to the dividend portfolio. And we were at 365 and change before. Looks like we're at 366.49. So next time it does pay, we're going to get 366.49. And let's go take a look at the my monthly cash flow average is now changed to 836.53. I have another tab for my monthly average dividend tracking, since this was an event that changes my cash flow positively, of course, because I bought more shares of BST. Let's go ahead and put that 836.53 over there. This is kind of like a ledger that shows all my buys, or if a so 836.53. So anytime I do a buy or even like a dividend drip, or if a position lowers their dividend or increases their dividend, we can see the result right here, and I was right on the nose at 75 cents. So the $100 deposit had that much of an effect, because I started at 835.78 for my average cash flow to 836.53, which in the grand scheme you think 75 cents, big deal, but as you can go back to that sheet, it's constantly going up with little things here and there, maybe a penny here, 3 cents here. The dividend drip, you can see last week my $100 deposit as well as a JEPI drip, what that did. And you can see like Illinois Tool Works, right? There's a dividend increase there, 16 cents. So this all just adds up and increases. Just my monthly average dividends is, or income is actually, it just keeps going up. I'm going to show you a tab here called Dividend Tracker. I've been tracking this portfolio since January 2021. That's when I first started doing these videos. You can see the portfolio value then, and my first dividend. This column shows all the dividends that have been paid out. This is the value, portfolio value. So you can see it's not even, that it's just going straight up. Some months pay more than others, and the months of March, June, September, and December will be your big payers if you have a lot of different positions in your portfolio, because most companies pay their dividend in the 3rd month of the quarter. And you can see right here, that's what's going on in this portfolio. You can see where March is my large month, and you can see April, May, it goes small, small, and then boom, June, it goes up again, and then small, and then I'm going to have another, this one's going to hit over 600, I believe, in August. I'm going to have at least, because JEPI is going to pay for the last time, and I sold that position and bought BST with it, and BST, those proceeds from JEPI are going to pay a higher dividend for BST, so I'm kind of getting a little double dip just for that, just in the month of August. I won't see that again, that JEPI dividend again, of course, since I sold that position. So you can see that's kind of the trend of how it goes, about 500-ish, and then over 1,000, 500, 600, and it's going to be in September, it's going to be over this amount. We'll see how much it is. But you can see I track the quarter on quarter. You can see how that's going up. Every quarter it's gone up, and you can see the quarter on quarter percentage. And then there's the dollar increase as well. You can see here's the total dividends that were paid to me in 2021. And here's the total dividends to be paid in 2022. Almost reached $3,000. Let's see where we're at just so far in 2023. With a lot to go, I'm at 54.33 for the year. So we've crushed what I did in 2022. And this is, I started tracking this in May of 2021. To me, this is really important since I was showing you how these months, like April, May, pay lower, and then that June, the third month in the quarter, pays more. I wanted a better way to track that. And what I did was I took the quarterly dividend for all my stocks, and I divided by 3, and that's where I come up with the average monthly dividend. You can see it's gone up and up and up. There's an exception here, and that was in March. And I think Jeppy, actually let's go back. Yeah, it was like Jeppy was lowering its dividend. You can see what it did there too. And I think also SCHD had a lower dividend. Usually the first dividend for SCHD, the first quarter of the year is their lowest, and that one impacted me. But you can see we rebounded right away in April and keep adding to it. And my monthly cash flow is up already in August, and we're about halfway done. It's up 1181 already, so 1.43% in my average monthly dividend. And since I made a deposit this morning, I'm going to update that to $200. Since I put in $100 every week, and if there's 4 Mondays, it'll be $400. If there's 5 Mondays, like there was here, is $500. So that's what I'm doing going forward. And like I said, the portfolio is doing the heavy lifting for me, because you can see these dividends. What I'm doing is I'm reinvesting these back into the portfolio, and these are contributing a lot more than what I'm contributing. So I think that is pretty much what I wanted to show you guys, was what I bought. And again, we'll go back and I'll show you what that was. Back to the activity log. One buy, and it's my second largest position. I bought 3 shares of BST. And let's just go to my portfolio. I'll show you how much I own of that right now. It's quite significant. It's in my ETFs, even though BST is a CEF, we know that. It's a closed-end fund. You can see I own 1,465 shares. So in essence, I'm getting 1,465 quarters every time it pays, because it's 25 cents per share. And we'll see if BST holds that steady. Historically, they've raised that, but we'll see if they do, if it holds steady. And sometimes they'll pay at the end of the year if things do right for what's in their portfolio mix, like Visa and things like, technology things. If those go up, then you have a capital appreciation. And BST, it hasn't paid that for a couple of years, but if we have a good close to 2023, who knows, it might pay that as well as the dividend, but we'll see. So everyone, thanks for sticking to the end. If you got value from this video, please click the like button, subscribe also so you do not miss future videos. In addition to the weekly video, I do a monthly recap of all my dividends, as well as some other personal finance videos. I also do a recap of all my expenses, which is pretty interesting. You get to see what the average Joe is spending his money on, and you can see what my gap is every month. And last couple months it hasn't been so great, so sometimes our expenses are lumpy, and we try to control them and do the best we can. So thanks again, everyone. Have a great week.